Interesting. Triple Hindenburg on both sides, but Kings opting for the Des Moines, whereas Wargaming Pay to Win opting for the Minotaur.
But that Minotaur position, like, that shuts down all the planes.
Indeed.
In that area. Like,
all AP going out on the Minotaur. Montana AP.
Oh, it's...
He's
barely.
just behind the island. He's just behind the island in such a position that he cannot really be hit. This position is so very strong for a Minotaur. The only way they can actually reach this Minotaur is by pushing deep enough around the island. And the problem is, Wargaming Pay to Win knows this. So they have created this excellent horseshoe shape crossfire on anyone who tries to push in. The Hindenburg was the first guy in, he's lost all his health, he's forced to retreat, and now the next guys are trying to push in. We are talking about a 140-point lead for Wargaming
this is a
Pay to
battleship.
Win.
This is a battleship kill worth of points right now.
Kings is bleeding health trying to get control of sea there, because whereas Wargaming Pay to Win, well, they're not really taking much damage at all, because they can just angle against this blob of ships and farm them, where on the other hand, Kings, every time they push in, they are under a crossfire. Kings have responded to this problem. They have pulled the Montana back from the A flank. Kings are struggling. Kings are choking. And I don't mean choking as in playing badly, but I mean Wargaming Pay to Win is slowly but steadily choking them out.
Steady here.
Drop coming in on Proxanis, there's no carriers around, there's no defensive AA around. He is AA build though, so he does shut down a lot of planes.
He is
flooding. He is flooding.
Yep,
oh no.
Flooding.
That is actually a huge issue.
Carrier skirmish of fighters going on here, but with the aid of the gearing.
Proxanis is in huge trouble. He pushed too far around the island. Gearing plus Hinden, HE spam. And he retreats so far enough.
There we go.
Oh boy. Now Kings are in huge trouble. The problem is they need to make it happen, and the longer they're waiting, the closer Kamikaze is getting, and the closer the Hindenburg is getting. The Minotaur also will probably be pushing into better positions now.
Looking pretty dire for Kings.
Very dire at this point. They are blind firing extremely well, and Wargaming are being very good at actually smoke firing that spot, and they are managing to reset the cap over and over again. And once again reset. Wow, that is frustrating. Good players like Wargaming Pay to Win, they will know to punish this. This was a mistake, and they are punishing it, and that's a very key point to take away from these high-level clan wars.
And meanwhile, the Montana and the Hindenburg that was pushed all the way down south are now almost up. By sea again.
And now they're going to start creating crossfires.
So basically, in order for Kings to scratch a win out of this one, they need kills, but they don't have the health, and there's the crossfire right there.
There is the crossfire. But Wargaming Pay to Win is unlikely to give them anything easily. That's what you gotta understand. When you face these teams, you're not really given anything. You have to take it. And every time you go to take something, it's a risk. And that one Minotaur in that nasty position just delayed C for so long that they were down 300 points before they could get anything done. And even though this looks like a very slow and campy game, this was Wargaming Pay to Win control from start to finish. This was just very nice play from Wargaming Pay to Win. They completely choked them out. Completely choked them out. There is a carrier strike coming in on the Montana, and I don't think he can evade it. I don't think he can survive this. Hindenburg has been forced back so far that his AA can't reach. One of the weaknesses of the Hindenburg is that even with AA build, you can only get 6.5 km range, unlike a Des Moines, so he won't be able to defend against the strike, and they do manage to take him down. And they are now contested. Oh, but in return, Montana is gearing towards. Ow. Ow. In return. Kings actually started to get some good momentum towards later in the game, but the problem is the game has already been over for a long time, because all Wargaming Pay to Win needs to do is just hide. Run away and hide, because the time is so heavily in their favor.
Close.
Kings rallied, but it was too late. It was far too late.
Teams that are this good and players that are this good. They shoot well, and they position well, and they angle well. Like you don't get anything for free. All right, here we go. Kings versus Wargaming Pay to Win.
Indeed, game 2. First game was a very convincing play by Wargaming Pay to Win. A very controlled game from start to finish. Kings never really got any breathing room. It was very good trades from Wargaming Pay to Win. They basically made them bleed for every single square of ocean. Are they sending a Hindenburg north?
Double Hindenburg gearing up north.
Wow, so they're putting a huge force into the north. Looks like CA is obviously going to fall into Wargaming Pay to Win's hands. That
just
weakness.
Fine.
That weakness you mentioned about being flanked, it's kicking in right now. Oh no, yeah, Kings need to make... This is a mistake that can be avoided if they just play aggressive now. They need to quickly locate their balls and just charge in. This is not good. This is a
No, but
mistake
if you
that
also
will...
speak, like, they've made a mistake and they realize that, but not trying to overcommit in order to fix a mistake, so they're gonna pay even more for it, might actually be a bit level-headed.
They're sending the Montana up to stop this push. The problem is they have a gearing with them, which means both the Hindenburgs are going to be smoked, which means Montana will struggle to actually do anything against this. Uh-oh. This is trouble. This is trouble. He's going to have to turn into the torpedo bombers, and in turning into the torpedo bombers, he's going to have to give a lot of broadside to the Hindenburgs. Oh, and the carrier is lining up the perfect drop. He loses one squad to the AA. These Kings Montanas, though, are eating so much damage. Both of them are half health in comparison.
Ooh, big hit on Hellcaster in the south for Kings.
They won't get the kill, but once again, they keep getting this really good chunking pressure. They focus fire one guy, and he hits so much more damage than he expected to. And Des Moines is not in a fun position. He's trying to nose tank two Hindenburgs, and the Hindenburg HE will just do so much raw damage to him. That was a 6k HE volley, and those are gonna keep coming in from both of them constantly. Yeah, in the meanwhile, they are pushing the alert, the Des Moines, into the position I mentioned that is amazing. He's gonna push right up to this island, and he's gonna become such a massive pain for Kings.
Drop on the south. It's gonna be 3, 2?
Ooh.
3 hits.
He's dead. They're gonna finish him. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way the Montana is gonna let him get away.
One of the Montanas.
Both
right
Montanas.
There,
Crossfire.
right there is that's the crossfire.
All these kills, all this damage, all this jockeying for position has led to full map control for Wargaming Pay to Win, and we just saw some juicy battleship AP take all the gearing health. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. It's so hard to recover because Wargaming Pay to Win has north control, they're getting full mid control, and even the south side is pushing. Even though they're outnumbered in the south, they've still managed to push them back.
Yeah, very impressive. And here is some crossfiring. From the middle, the Montana of Masaru.
And I think that Masaru's next volley will kill Proxanus. There it is. I don't think he misses shots like this, not at this level. Nope, he does not.
There it is.
And Greggy Ice needs to quickly get rid of this Kamikaze Sushi Montana, because if he doesn't, well, it's going to be a crossfire. Because as long as he stays alive, he's this massive pain that they have to deal with, and there comes the carrier support, and that's GG.
And that wraps it up.
Very, very convincing. Very convincing result from Wargaming Pay to Win. I didn't feel that Kings really had a single chance in any of these games.